Evening. How you guys doing? Hope you're good. Um, just making sure everything's working all right there. Let me know if you can't hear me. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Yeah, how's things? Good weekend. It's been pretty slow here actually. I've not been feeling great since late on last week, so haven't really streamed at all since, and been taking it relatively easy over the last few days, but feel a bit better now, which is good. And yeah, just hoping to finish off our first season of this Hertha save this evening, I hope. First of all, got a confession to make. After the last stream, I closed down my laptop happily, went inside, went to bed with my laptop still on but not charging, and then the laptop ran out of battery, unsurprisingly, after a while, and hadn't saved my progress up until that point. So I was on 51 points in the table at that stage, and I think it was third or fourth. No, sorry, I was just outside the promotion bit, so fourth or fifth possibly at that point. And yeah, I was pretty annoyed with myself, to be honest. So what I've done, or what I tried to do, was replay the games that we had on the last stream and try as much as possible to kind of either match the results or at least match my points total. And turns out that's actually quite difficult. If you've ever tried that before, you might know. But what I've managed to do is get myself to the same position, or near enough points wise. So I am on 50 points as opposed to 51 points this evening. And in, I think, fourth or possibly fifth position. I think it's fifth actually. So pretty much as near as I possibly could get to where we ended up. So valuable lesson learned. Save the game before going inside to go to bed this evening. So yeah, a bit of a pain, but hopefully not too much of a pain in the backside in terms of continuing to watch this stream. So we're pretty much the same position as we were. Anyway, I'm waffling on. We'll get on with it. And tonight there is 5 games left of the season. So hoping we'll get to the end of that this evening. And who knows, we might get promoted at the end of that as well. So what I'll probably do, get to the end of the season, might do a bit of the kind of transfer business at that stage, and wrap up. Don't think I'll get round, might do, but I don't think I'll get round to starting the next season, be it in Bundesliga or Bundesliga 2. But we'll see how we get on. Yeah, drop me a message if the levels are not quite right, or if you're getting any weird sound. I'm getting quite a lot of hissing in my headphones at the moment, but hopefully that's just me and not impacting your experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the game up. Hang on a second. So hopefully you can see all that. Yeah, as I mentioned, 5th. So yeah, not 4th, 5th in the league. Couple of points off the promotion spot. I think first, second, and third. But given that that yellow line goes all the way across, I'm going to say first, second, and third get promoted. So we are within touching distance of third, but we do have a reasonably tricky run-in of fixtures. So Darmstadt, Dusseldorf, Elversberg, Hamburg, and Regensburg. So Regensburg, Dusseldorf, Hamburg, Elversberg. I think that's, who else was there? Darmstadt, Dusseldorf, Elversberg, Regensburg. Maybe it was Darmstadt, never. looked at. So Darmstadt are probably the easiest of those remaining fixtures in 13th. But if you followed along so far, and even if you haven't, I'll tell you right now, sometimes the games that are supposed to be the easiest turned out not to be. So we'll see how we get on. What happened since I had to replay that sequence of games? So where were we? We're about, I think it was maybe the Cologne game down possibly. So we got a draw, beat Hanover, beat Karlsruhe, beat Kaiserslautern. We're beaten convincingly by Nuremberg and Paderborn and Magdeburg. So we're on a 3-game losing streak as it stands, going into this last 2 away and 3 home fixtures. So we'll see how we get on. What did happen, and I think maybe the last game actually, was that our esteemed goalkeeper got red carded, and now leaves us with a little bit of a situation where we don't necessarily have amazing backup. So it's between Tim Goller and Marius Gersbeck, who appears to have more of the experience, more experience than Goller, but a bit older, and has already been played and conceded 3 goals in 1 game. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm feeling like I'm going to go for Tim Goller. So first game up, Darmstadt, 6th of April. So wee bit to go next week. Thanks again for joining me tonight. Hoping we managed to get promoted here, but if not, I feel like that's been a relatively successful season in terms of what the board were expecting, and now a chance for us to kind of rebuild. So I will see how we get on. Got a cheeky little Sunday night beer here with me tonight. This is a what's it called again? Delirium. Which managed to pick up the other day. There's not a huge amount of Belgian beer in the kind of shops generally in Scotland, but this one and Lef or Lefa, depending on how you pronounce it, and La Chouffe are all usually relatively straightforward to get and pretty nice. So it's been a few days, so yeah, looking forward to this. So Dusseldorf extending their lead at the top. That was their game in hand actually, so it looks as though they're probably in line to get promoted. I don't know if you can see this on the stream actually. I should have gone back to earlier on. This is was it 2010, 11, 12? Maybe 09, 10, can't remember actually. Hertha Berlin kit, so from a few years ago, that I managed to pick up last week when I was being good to myself and buy my own Christmas present early, which I always get in trouble for. But yeah, it's quite cool. It's a little bit on the bigger side, which is good because I certainly have grown out of quite a few of my football jerseys over the last few years. When I was a medium or a large, definitely now more in the large and extra large bracket, I think. But yeah, cool. Nice badge as well. Badge is slightly different. We'll be able to see that on here actually. I'll show you it later on. But yeah, it's like the kind of flag badge within a circular badge as well, which is cool. Anyway, Archie Gray at Tottenham, 19-year-old. Gonna have to be on the lookout now for signings because I think at the end of the season we could be in a position where this guy's actually alright, like 31, great cap. I'm kind of reluctant to start fanning about with the formation and things like that at this point in the season, given we've gotten where we are with what we've got. This guy's actually going to be pretty decent, I reckon. I feel like his stats have really gone up this season. Oops, I need to go back to that news story there. Right, I think I've not 33 appearances and 11 goals this season, albeit at the maybe I do give him a contract. What do you think? Back up for the first team. Doesn't want to negotiate a contract while he's unhappy. Fair enough. He's on a huge amount of money there as well. Actually, I'm not even playing him. Why is he in the second squad? I didn't put him there, so anyway. And the guy's got really good heading, but I think he's only really ever going to be a backup, to be honest. Doesn't want to negotiate a new contract. Fair enough. He's out for 10 days. Don't die below full training. Generally satisfied. Feels like a long time ago that I was being hounded out of the club by the fans. I've managed to get them back on side. Man City tipped for glory. Defeated Aston Villa 3-0. I wonder if that was in the league. Must have been, surely. Ben Adira brought into the Tunisian squad. It's been quite a few old guys in this squad, and I say old in Football Manager terms because all of them are younger than I am. But yeah, I feel like we need to replace quite a few folk. That being the case. Anyone else in this? Bilal Hussein, 88788, 5 goals. He's actually pretty decent, like. Who's he wanted by? Feels he should be a first team regular. I'm kind of thinking, wow, this guy's alright as well. Jeez. There's a couple of these guys actually could do with promoting into the first team. Roka. So off stream, I've actually started. I'm going to bring this guy into the main team. Yeah, off stream, I've started an FM26 saving my phone, like using FM26 mobile, which comes with like Netflix or something. So I'm needing to kind of separate out which players I was playing there and which I'm playing here, because Lucas Schuler was definitely a starter for that team. Leader Lechner, I think, is still the top scorer, despite the fact that I kept on bad mouthing him for not being that good. And Fabian Riese is kind of, well, is the captain of the current Hertha side, but in that save as well, he was one of their star players. Okie doke. Yeah, bit of rejigging of that squad to be done in the close season. Winster have been relegated. I think that was always going to happen, wasn't it? They were at like 8 points after a number of games. A lot of games, as you say. So Nubel's over 2 games. That's unfortunate with 5 games to go. Although he's kind of starred in this as like a key player. I did get the feeling that he was a wee bit dodgy at times. Yeah. So who knows? We might come across a decent Dardai. Complacent. I'd defend him. Cole Palmer. 53 million. Yikes. Kitsian. No way. Didn't know that. Cool. Right, Darmstadt game. Ah, yeah, crap, he's injured. Oh, Chong's back. Of course, he was off. Yeah, he was out with a suspension. So I'm going to stick him back in, actually. Christensen. Oh, well, do I stick in Cousance, who... Has he only played 4 games for me this season? I feel like I've sort of had him on the bench an awful lot, haven't I? So I'll probably have Sessa on ahead of him, actually. And I think I know how to pronounce Rode Junior. Ifage is the pronunciation, I believe. But I think I might go for Rode Junior still, as I'm not entirely sure. I'm really interested in this guy, particularly this section. 19 finishing. And pretty pacey as well. But Niederlechner is top goal scorer, so I'm sort of deliberating over this even more than I would normally with so few games left. What we're doing in midfield? Do we go for Morgenstern as a defensive, but other stats leave a bit to be desired, or do we go Sessa in midfield? I think I'm going to go Sessa in midfield, actually. And then I'm going to stick Morgenstern on the bench as our sort of defensive backup. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's see what Darmstadt are planning. Wow, this is an interesting one. Normal, mixed, hard tackling and pressing. Taking a leaf out of my book. That's my tactic. What's going on? I think I'm going to leave it as is. Do you know what? And just see how we go. Right. Off we go. Oh no, we got an injury. Clemens. Shit. Right. Positions. Who have we got? Dujak. Or Morgenstern. I think we've got to go with Dujak in that one, haven't we? Too much of a risk to put that guy in. Plus his stats are far better. Right, okay. Not the greatest start. Is this a chance to review their tactics and ours? So there's... Oh, is that hard tackling maybe that got us? Okay. Let's see how we get on. Oh. Do we go attacking? Yeah, fuck it, let's go for it. Excuse me. Try and keep this language under control. Oh, that looked like a close one. One of the things that's actually quite good about the more recent FM games is the oh no, he's not going to give him a red, is he? Oh, thank God for that. Right, I think we need to get to half time. What was I saying there? Yeah, one of the good things about FM has is the when they do the clear cut opportunities. I think that's quite a good stat to keep an eye on. They've had better opportunities than us, although we've been decent at passing and tackling. And our headers. Let's see what's going on. Chong is on a 6. Excuse me. 2-6 on a 7, despite the yellow. Slightly concerned about that. I think Niederlechner is going to come off at half time because I don't think that's working for Rode Jr. And I think let's check out their situation. So they're still going. Like so they're going pressing. This is that thing where I was talking about last time. Like, what do you do to attack a press? Is it short passing? To kind of short pass your way out of a press and press as well? Like the kind of counter press, I think. Let's go for that. Short and pressing. That's my logic behind it anyway. Tell me if I'm off my head. Off my head. Definitely. Shit, right. Right, let's check what they're doing now. Still on the same. Right, I think we've got to go a bit the same. What's Chong on a 6 still? What's Winkler on? It's on a 7 as well. Chong. Do we have an attacking mid-centre? Attack mid left. Should be Winkler. Is Christensen left footed? He's right footed. Is Thorsteinsson is left footed? No, they're both. Shit. Thought one of those left footed. Okay. Well, Christensen, was he? Oh, no, he is left, right, sorry. But he's just right footed. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get the equaliser. Oh. Yes! Still in it. Oh man, 1-1. Well, that wasn't the worst result ever, but equally, it could have gone better. So have we gone down a position, or were we always 6th? No, I think we're 5th. So I think that should be pointing us down. Anyway, or maybe actually we were playing on the second day fixtures. Okay, well, really it's Paderborn that are the team to catch. Annoying that Darmstadt are our easiest of these remaining fixtures and we didn't manage to get a win at home. Clemens out for 2 weeks. Bochum relegated. Dardai, did he put in centre half? Who did I bring on again? It was Dujak, wasn't it? Maybe it'll be him then, possibly, in the meantime. Dardai in a sub. Well, I was playing Dardai in midfield alongside Dema before, so maybe go back to that. Defensive mid-centre. This guy. Is it the time to be dropping someone in? Maybe not. Rode Jr. got another goal. What are they saying? Although his loyalty is commendable, his patience with his poor form cannot be limitless. Well, 8-7. It's not that poor. Got 5 goals for us this season. I'm defending him, I think. Good man. He's repaying my support. Bramall's back. Cool. 83%. Oh shit, that is playing on a... Well, he was still partly injured. What's it done? Don't think I moved him back in there. Right, keeping an eye on these other results now. I think Magdeburg are beyond us, so... well, not beyond us actually, but we're further beyond us. Rogel's out for a week. God, their injuries are racking up at this time of season, aren't they? Okay. Oh man, 6 versus first away from home. Can't say I'm feeling too positive about this one, but you never know. I wonder, is he 100%? Yeah, I have a funny feeling. Who did I have in alongside him? It was Dardai, wasn't it? I actually think I might be sticking Dardai on the bench for that one. Let's see if I going back to right back. Morgenstern off. Bramall. Pascal Clemens. Spino Rabi's injured. Thorsteinsson. Christensen. What are our options here? Roddy Jr. off. Or on, I should say. Niederlechner off. I'm tempted to have this guy on in some way, but it's more like the physical stuff that Dema is not quite as good at, being a wee bit older. And this guy is what, 24? Not much in it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to compare with Dema. Compare 2 players. Aye. Alright. He's probably a decent bit better, at least statistically anyway. Okay, what we got? Dusseldorf, Friday the 11th. Ugh. So last minute rework of the tactics here. Chong, Winkler, I'm bringing him off for Christensen, but I'm also bringing... Right, wait a second. If I took him off in attacking centre mid, who am I sticking on in his place? Do I go Cousance there and then Chong goes left mid? Try and mix it up a little bit. I think I need to have Christensen still on the bench, don't we? Need a striker. Yeah. Okay. 5 substitutes for possible 6. Shit, okay, I'll put him back on then. Got a right mid, a centre back. Don't really have need for protection at left back. Attacking mid, right, left. Could probably do with losing Winkler just for some form of defensive option, eh? I'll stick Morgenstern on. Okay. That's fine. Right, let's see what they're up to. Attacking, hard, pressing, and offside trap. Jeez, right, it's going to be an onslaught, isn't it? If they press us, we press back and counter attack. Right, here we go. Great start. Oh, far to the rescue, maybe? Oh no. It's not. Oh, got a couple of fives to be able to get them off pronto. Right. Oh shit! I didn't put bloody. Fuck, Niederlechner back on the bench, did I? Took him off and then didn't put him back on. Okay, Kusons, Sessa, and Chong. How's he doing? That's 6. Let's keep him for just now. What are they doing tactics wise? Normal. Let's go again. Our forward's got no option but to get better in this half. Oh no. Well, to be honest, it wasn't unexpected to get beaten in this game, but I was kind of hopeful we might be able to spring something of a surprise. Or do we take him off and stick on an attacking mid? Up front? Who could go up front? If we got in here, it could also be a striker. Chong, maybe. You're gonna have to keep him on. I think that'd be too daft to do that. What was Chong? I was seeing still on a 5, no 6. Right, Christensen. We're gonna demos on that, so we're gonna stick on Dardai here, and we're gonna have to really go for it now. I've had quite a few opportunities here, a second half, going attacking. Damn. Need to see the rest of these weekend fixtures go, but that wasn't ideal by any means. Düsseldorf have won the 2nd division. Okay. It's make or break time. Because we've got, what's that, 9, 17, 34th, so 3 games left. And at least, like, basically we need to win the rest of the games, I think. It's a big ask, because we're on a rubbish run at the moment, with, what's that, 1 point out of the last 5. What time of the season to go on a shit run. Right, let's see. I think we go back to Chong centre mid, attacking centre mid, Christensen on the left, Niederlechner up top. That worked before. Seafolk is good and right back. Bramall's actually not been that great recently. this guy in at left back. Dema alongside Mamuza Alum. Although I am tempted by this guy, particularly his form lately. Right. 20th of April, next game. Okay. There's an element of that possibly. I'm going to say no comment on this one. Let's see what the... Oh yeah, it's our scouts and their love of Coventry City. Morgan started out for 2 weeks. Well, that takes that decision out of my hands. Stick him back in. Okay. Sessa being right. Okay, I'm going to ignore this too. It's probably not worth getting into that at the minute. So what we definitely need to get next season, so we're looking at that, we definitely need to get some proper midfielders like who are happy playing in midfield as opposed to defensive midfielders in midfield. Although that's kind of worked so far to a degree. I think I need to have some proper midfielders, centre midfielders in there. Ah shit. Okay. Well, situation's the same. We need to beat everybody now to the end of the season to be in with a decent chance. Braunschweig relegated. How long's Reese got left? 3 weeks. It's going to be good to have him back in the squad as well, actually. Like a new signing, basically. As the cliche goes. Sessa. Do we stick on the forward on? I mean, 5 goals in 7 games for this guy. It can't really be too concerned about that or angry about that. Let's see. So, 3 games left. 5 points behind, I think. 51, yeah. And basically need to go on a 3-game win run, having been on a 5 games, 1 point run at the worst possible time this season. So let's see how we get on for these last few. I feel like promotion has started to slide out of our fingers a little bit here. Who have we got again? Elversberg. 11th. Well, if we don't get it now, we're never going to get it. So let's see. I just noticed our tactics about our Thorsteinsson free kick takers left and right. Hang on, go back to the squad quickly for set pieces. View. Attributes and attacking set pieces. Chong is the other option, isn't it? And potentially Hussein. Okay. Let's have a look. Chong left foot. Okay. Actually, Freakus on the right. Aye, that's better. Freakus on the right is better for our left footer. Playmaker. I wonder if playmaker is like the the most creative in the squad. So who would that be? Chong. Let's try sticking Chong in then as the playmaker to. Here we go. Right. Let's go. Elversberg. Hard pressing offside trap. That seems to be a quite popular combination for the last few games, but I'm going to have to go attacking because that got us the best out of a short spell that we had on top against. Oh, bollocks. I think Nubo was back in at this point. Shit. Okay, well, kind of down for a bit now. Yes. Safe out. Sorry, I keep on picking at my finger here nervously. It's probably going through the mic. 1-1. Damn. I feel like we've had a decent amount of chances. There we go. Jack proving his doubters wrong, who were saying that he was distracted by already wanting to be away. Okay, up to 5th. Teams around us got a game in hand, but that's not bad stats wise. What we're looking at, Christensen have a great game. Okay, so far so good. Keeper's having an alright game there, looks at it. Oh no. I thought it was for a penalty there for a second. Oh dear. Right. Quick tactical update. Oh, Niederlechner's on 8. God, I can't. Can you take him off at that point? Hang on, let's see what the stats are looking like. Three shots on target. Don't know. No goal though. What are the conditions like? Right. Roddy Junior on. Ratings so far. Hussein's doing decent. Cool. That's good. Dema. Do you bring on a Sessa alongside? Yeah, fuck it. We've got to go for an attacking option, don't we? Right. Nerve-wracking. Shit. Can't look. Whew. Okay. That was close. So that takes us, what, up to 5th now with... well, we have 2 games to go. We've got a game... teams around us, Hamburg and Regensburg, got a game in hand. But we need to get a win. We need to win all 3 of our remaining games to be in with a chance of promotion. So that's game 1 done. 2 more games to go. Let's see how the rest of these matches pan out. Oh, I think that's put us down a wee bit, yeah. Okay. 2 behind. Who have we got left? I actually think we might have a few of these teams in our fixtures. We've definitely got Hamburg and then Regensburg. So 4th and 5th. Oh, ground to be made up. We just need Paderborn to drop points, really. And for us to win, obviously. International duty. I hope he's not available for that. Otherwise known as, I hope he is available for that game. Oh, Jesus. Left and right mid. These are the worst times possible for an international. A friendly too. I think, was that a Friday night game as well, that one coming up? Oh no, you're having a laugh. Oh no, they're still available. I'm assuming then they might be 100%. 100%, maybe they didn't play. I had a bad feeling there they were both going to come back like 70% or something like that. Okay. Well, Niederlechner had a good game last game despite not scoring. So I kind of feel like I have to keep him in. And that team kind of worked. Bilal Hussein coming in. He done a right match. Oh, I've done it again. I've left Newball on the bench. Out the squad. So what happens when you get sent off? You just kind of forget them. And suspended for a few games. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go without attacking, hard pressing, offside trap. I mean, we're going to have to go attacking and pressing as well, I think, because there's no point in defending at this point. We need to win the games, which can go either way doing that. So let's see how we get on. Oh no. Fuck. Oh Jesus, come on VAR. Offside please. Oh no. Right. Drastic rethink in terms of tactics, going 2-0 down. We're hanging on here. Okay. Let's try that. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like that's game over, unfortunately, and I think that might be promotion over possibly as well. Right, Chong's having a nightmare. I think it's time for Cessa to come off. Cessa on, sorry. Maybe, hang on, cancel that. I think Chong to come off and Roddy Jr. up alongside Niederlechner and do a 4-4-2. Long ball, get it up the park. The reason I was thinking long ball there was we've got quite a lot of pace, so it's kind of like long ball for them to run onto, and also Niederlechner's quite big, or at least he seems to be. Ah man, it's all over for him to run onto, but or knock down. But I think that's us rolled our luck. We've been on a shocking run actually at the end of this season. What's that take us to? A very distant, far chance, or outside chance of us. Yeah, kind of hacked off as well, to be honest. Bored. Outside chance of us making that now. We need to take something fairly spectacular, I think. Maybe we stick something there actually last game of the season. Yeah. Oh man, that was close. We run it close, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen this time around. So, but again, I think it's Bundesliga 2 for next season. But let's run this to the end and see how we get on. Magdeburg have taken up the second place, so it's now between us and Hamburg, Paderborn, and Regensburg. And who have we got in the last game? It's Regensburg. Interesting. Right. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about this now because things are kind of there. Oh, Regensburg have leapfrogged everybody, so it's now actually not possible to make it into the top 3. Damn. Never mind. Next season now. Say $1 million for him. He's not been in the team, not played him at all, and probably looking to bring in some forwards in the close season. So I think happy for him to go. Oh, it's tight between Hamburg and Regensburg. We're going to have the power in our hands here to beat Regensburg and let Hamburg go up. Right, $1 million. Take that. Okay. $4 million. Not bad. I wonder how much money we've actually got here. The last time I thought like 20,000 or something. 20,000, 20 million. 22 million. Yeah. Right. Anyway, new ball. So don't forget again. Let's get stick Schuler on. Yeah, fuck it. What's there? We're not got anything to lose at this stage. We're out of the running, and it's just them defensive with a chance of going up. You gotta be kidding me. Right. Let's just go for it. Do that. Don't want any long-term injuries at this point. Come on. So this is playing for pride at this stage, I think, because if my maths are reliable, I think we're not able to make up 4 points with one game. Don't have to be a genius for that one, I don't think. I've been on top. Kind of having lots of opportunities, but no end product so far. I think that's just thinking ahead for next season. Ooh, close one. New defenders, probably centre halves. Definitely want some centre mids in, and a goal scoring forward to replace Niederlechner, who's kind of been weirdly got a lot of goals, but feels like he goes a while without scoring any and then gets like a hat-trick. I think he may have had 2 hat-tricks in a row this season actually, which is why his stats maybe feel a wee bit misleading. Is that Bilal Hussein brought him in from Hertha B or Hertha Zwei 2, and with a goal there. Is he a centre mid? No, defensive midfielder again. Yeah, I feel like we need a proper centre mid for next season. Been playing a couple of either defensive midfielders or attacking midfielders there, which is probably not their best position. I feel like they've gone attacking. I was going to say they've got a bit more to them now. Seems having a great game. Everyone's playing pretty well, to be fair. Is anybody right? Left mid. Thorsteinsson go left mid and stick on Sessa right. Oops. No. Cancel, yeah. I want to put on Thorsteinsson left and then Christensen off. Wait a second. Let's mess this up again. That's Thorsteinsson's on 76. Sets on the right. Slight change of plan there. Cuisance, let's see on match rating wise. Okay. See if we get on. Oh, there we go. Oh dear. VAR, it's a goal, yes. Nice one. Oh well. Finished the season on a winning streak, 3-0. A winning streak, a winning note. 1 win in 1 game streak, 3-1. Which I think means that Hamburg go up, yeah. Oh man, we slid down to 6th after that. Is that on? Oh, right, okay. So what's that? Oh no, that's quite a lot of goals. Ahead with a +4. Can't be arsed doing the maths for that, but they had a better goal difference by quite a while. Pleased with that win, fair enough. Dusseldorf, Hamburg go up. Mannheim come up from the regional division, the regional divs. Kanga's going to Burnley. Yep. Thank you very much. $1 million will go towards somebody else. Right. So we didn't manage promotion. Which, to be honest, I wasn't expecting us to, but once we got in that run that took us up to like 3rd at one point, I felt like that was a possibility. But 6th isn't bad. I think that was like 4th to 8th was going to be the board happy at that point, I think. So not a disaster of a first season, but definitely lots to build on for next time. Oh, still a game to play. For 3-0. So what I'm probably going to do, okay, 1.6 million for finishing 6th. What I'm probably going to do is spend a bit of time looking for my sort of key areas to improve in the squad, which I think are centre backs, I would say. Build a strong defence. I like Zeefuik and Bramall was the guy I brought in before, who I don't mind as well actually, although the acceleration and the pace cover some probably fairly average stats otherwise. Gonna get at least one decent centre mid in, and I want a forward to potentially take on from one of these guys. I thought Roddy Jr. might have been the one, and to be fair, 7 goals in 8 games with 5 subs appearances isn't bad at all, but I feel like we need something else up there. There is, for an attacking mid, so a midfielder, an attacking mid and a striker, and maybe a left back and a centre half would be good going, I think, over the summer. So let's see if there's any defensive and attacking mid on the right. Wow, that's a mad combination. Let's see. Guys are picking a keeper. Have I got filters on here? Yeah. Oops. Oh shit, I didn't mean to delete that. Oh yeah, I tried to buy. Did I not try to buy this guy already, and the board chucked it out. He looks pretty decent actually. Defender, midfielder, left. Interesting. It leads. Let's just sign. Oh, he's already going to Everton. Yeah, there's nobody there I'm thinking is like must get. Fletcher, Boyd. No. Mr. Finlay. It's not actually alright. Buying a player from Hibs though as a Hearts fan. Controversial. Chiquinho. Does he have a contract? 2.3 million. What was this sort of... Well, he came recommended anyway, didn't he? Swiss 15 caps, on loan from Valencia. Elias Costas. Decisions, agility, acceleration. It looks alright. He could be being young as well. Keep going for the future. Right sided defender. Spanish 4 caps. He looks alright as well actually, doesn't he? But I've kind of got right side okay with Zeefuik. Just going to go through what these scouts have found before I start doing my own scouting. No better than what we've got really. Fatakov, remember them bringing this guy up earlier on. Metalist 1925, cool name for a club. Krasnodar Viktor Tormena, wow, 29, he looks decent. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. He could be the solution to the centre half problems, potentially. Islam Chesnikov, this guy's coming to Hearts, my team in real life actually, next season. 150k. I don't think he's any better than what we've got at the minute though. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, I'm looking for kind of probably a lot more youth players here than established pros or guys at the end of their careers. Pablo Ramon, Ruben Sanchez, defender, right side again. Annoyingly, we're kind of okay. Who's the other guy that was a right-sided defender that looked decent? This guy, yeah. I kind of think maybe it's actually worth getting some backup in anyway for Zeefuik. Here we go. So yeah, if you've just joined, thanks for joining us tonight. This is Championship Manager 01-02 and I'm playing it with the 24-25 database, now moving into the 25-26 season off the back of that. And we have finished 6th, I think, in the Bundesliga 2, which was alright. We were looking for a reasonable finish, mid-table-ish, I think, or reasonable, respectable position. Which I think we got there, but now looking to kind of strengthen the side for next season. We've got this guy, Fabian Risa, who I think is actually the Hertha captain at the moment, is back from long-term injury, so that's great. One of our kind of outstanding players. We've got quite a few guys who are leaving, so that's our right back. In fact, that'd be good if we could get him in. And Juziak is going off to Kiel, so that's a centre half we're going to be missing. So yeah, a bit of replacement to be done. I'm going to now jump in and do some searching of my own. Too interested, just in case. What we're filtering on here. Oops, excuse me, never heard that. Throat gurgling. Let's say 10 for decisions. Bravery for defender, maybe more for keeper, isn't it? Anticipation. There's a lot in here at the moment, so right. See what we get back. Oh, other way around. Trevor Jaloba, who is at Chelsea now, right? Or is it on loan from Chelsea here? Jaloba. How do you pronounce it? Go for Trev. Let's see. 12 million. Going to shortlist them though. Back. Totti can be the Totti centre half. He looks decent as well, doesn't he? Leonard Maloney. These guys in German clubs already. Argentine determination, agility, acceleration. He looks decent. Keep looking. Hoffenheim. These are definitely more of the Harry Suter. Definitely more at the more expensive end of probably what I want to spend, because I need to spend this on a few players. Wants first team football. If he's not getting it, then let's try that. See what we get back. Important player for the future. Okay. See what else we've got here. In fact, you know what? Let's bump a few of these up. See what we come back with now. 3 pages. Okay, let's filter this down even further. Okay. 2 pages now. So this is down to our key ones here. It's okay. Oh, this guy I've got to put in a bid for. Dmitry Barinov, Lokomotiv Moscow. That's the short list. 1.6. Interesting. Influence is good. Teamwork is good. Yeah, fuck it, actually. Put an offer for him. 1.6. So you sometimes get a wee bit blinded by the fact that there's like a couple of really red or orange stats, but kind of missing elsewhere. Doddy. Right, so that's our centre halves. We do a bit of two settings as DC search. Gonna set up one for centre mids and creative, decent dribbling, not too bad with flair, but good to fit some pace. Not asking too much. Decent passing, has to. Do we have dribbling? Yeah. Okay. Ordered by value. So we flick through these guys. Ooh, this guy looks decent actually. He's a defensive midfielder. I'm not sure if I really want a defensive midfielder again because we kind of got that, although he's decent. Like, how much does he cost? 0.9. Throwing a cheeky offer. Yeah, I'm kind of not really looking for a defensive midfielder. Centre midfielder is kind of what I'm after because I feel like I was playing guys out of position last year. Can I find the position? Midfield, centre. I'll take the non-interested ones. Just a bit of interest. Oh, I suppose I'm probably not going to bother coming if. Right. Because I'm not going to be spending massive amounts of money on them, I suppose, aren't I? 16 goals, 15 assists, 11 man of the matches. Rodina and Moscow, where are they? $70k. 28 was that guy? 28. Random one. See what comes back with that one. Right. Start back here. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Only recently purchased him. Okay. Don't want to sell him to another Bundesliga 2 side. Fair enough. Krasnodar, indispensable member of the squad. Let's test our resolve. We'll put in like a 2 million, 2.1. See. We saw Berto's Spanish cap. Let's get into proper. Oops. Midfield centre. Ooh, my neck. Hear that? Cracked. Let's see who's actually going to be achievable here. Tom Davies. Where's he at? Sheffield United. Doucouré. Oops. I'm going to add them to the short list. Who's that other guy there? Jupiter Hall. No way. How much? What's he valued at? 12.75. Yeah, it's well out of my range. Fred. 5.25. Again, beyond what I can spend, I think. Ethan Galbraith. Oh yeah, I've already put in a bid for this guy. Gundogan. Finnish guy. Sean Longstaff. Centre midfield. Stamina, work rate, teamwork. Pretty solid, isn't he? 800k, 65,000 a week. Yeesh. Definitely will not be able to afford that. Alright. Let's see. Is there anyone else we can spy in here that's doable? So this is probably why we put on interested, because I think it's the wages that are going to rule them out, isn't it? Oops. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to get another defensive midfielder, but some of these guys actually look pretty decent. Who was that guy I was just looking at there? Gustavo Puerta, Hull. Just going to check when their contract expires. So Kenny, Morgan Stern. I think I'll let him go. Excuse me. Prevlak. Palko Dardai. Do I keep him? I mean, I hardly used him, but he did get a couple of goals. 30k a week. Beat it. Don't know. Seems like an awful lot. What does my board allow me actually? Or what's the current view contract? Yeah, he'd be the highest earner, and I'm not really playing him. Don't know about that somehow. I'm not gonna lie, the Colombian guy's interesting me there. Possibly just because he's Colombian though. Defensive centre as well. Interesting, Jelly. Bulgarian Nuremberger. I think they're going to do exactly the same as what I did last time when I put a bid in for one of their players and say they don't sell him to another club, but worth a shot. I like him. Dennis Geiger, Hoffenheim, 5.25. That's not quite a lot, isn't he? Old guy, but it's probably a decent signing even for like a year or something. 4 man of the matches, 7 assists. What do you think? With a little 2.2 punt on that. Let's see, traditional sort by, because are we losing I think we might be losing a defensive midfielder on their contract expiry. Oh no, demos next year. Okay. What I'm probably going to do, maybe continue this for a few more minutes, and then what I'm going to do is do a bit of transfer business, probably off stream, and come back for the start of next season, and I'll do a bit of a roundup as to who I've taken in, because I can't imagine this is going to be too exciting to watch. If you disagree, let me know, but I'll probably do it off stream and come back for the start of next season. But I'm going to go back through my recommendations at the moment just to see what was picked up. Defender, centre. This guy looks alright. Position 20, teamwork, stamina. Let's go to Hamburg. Going up. Contract. Alright. I think we've still got a decent enough squad, but definitely need a centre back, a couple of centre backs potentially. To do a bit of covering. Ross McCrory. For some of the guys that are leaving. Jimmy Dunn used to be at Hearts as well for a season. Yeah. Perry. A few transfers of these players that have been scouted already. Should have listened to them earlier on the season. Zach Williams. Oh yeah, he was touted before, wasn't he? Who was it losing at centre half? Oh, he's right back. Dushak. Balance, agility, and acceleration. But the rest of his stats are probably around the same as that guy. I'm gonna go with my cheeky low ball offer. I don't know if he's worth really chasing too much. What did I put in before for them? 70k offer. Alright, okay. Right, let's do 250, say. I mean, I don't know what level he was playing at. Dina Moscow fixtures. I don't even really have any information about that. Or their division. Okay. Let's see. Who else we got in here? See where top rated forwards was this guy that we ended up getting blocked from buying earlier on the season. Are we putting a transfer for him? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Let's see if that goes off. We don't want to sell him. Kind of accept the offer for OneMoreSave. Ah, cool. Oof, he's gonna be expensive, isn't he? I suppose we've got a couple coming off the books. Kind of like, don't know about this guy. Squad rotation, I think. No chance. Aye. So he says, what's he on at the minute? 3008. Aye, bring that all the way down. Tormina. He looked decent, to be fair. Expected by the player. First team. Concerned about the language and lifestyle. He was known to be indispensable, but we'll see. So this boy's coming in. Synopsis. 1st July. Okay. I think this Hussein actually could be an alright midfielder for us next season, but I'll always try and bring somebody in if I can. No, I kinda. Oh, can I do that though? Hibs player. It's gonna be difficult. That guy's may have potential, but he doesn't look great at the moment. .6, they rejected. Right, okay. What about if I go 3, almost double? See if they can. See if they bite on that one. Bayern Munich won the Champions League after we got beat 5-0 off them in the German Cup. So this guy's coming over centre half. Cool. Developing a quality player for the club. Does look pretty good, to be honest. Thorsteinson, Dardai's in there. Christensen. Right. Tormina's on his route. Okay, so we've got a replacement for one of the centre halves that's going. I want 3.7. Okay, go for that. This is another centre half, hopefully coming in. So then we're shored up in the centre half position because we're losing Dujat, but we're getting someone in who looks better. And Tony Leistner as well is on his farewell lap, possibly, in terms of first team. So that's an important area for us to cover. We did want to get someone in centre mid and a forward. We're not having much joy actually at the moment with that. Oops, staff search, why is that looking so different? That's why. This boy came in this search as well, didn't he? That's boot. I'm going to pump a few of these up because that's quite right. Okay, now let's take some of these down a wee bit. Okay, who we got? Paul Seguin. Was he not? Oh, I thought he was at us. Or is he at Hertha this season in real life, possibly? Yeah, they're not going to get rid of this bloke, are they? Because I think I've already tried. Yeah. Austrian defensive centre mid. Not defensive, aren't they? Big Trev. He does look good. 9 million though. On loan from Leverkusen. How does he look against like Cousins, for example, who I feel has not really showed what he's capable of, but possibly because he's out of position. Alright, this guy's actually a bit better. Is he worth breaking the bank for, do you think? 9 million. Stick it all for him. Could be getting to the point where we have too many centre mids, so maybe going to cool it on that one just now. Unless we start playing like a 3 at the back with wing backs. But we don't have any wing backs, so that'd be. Okay, Barinov. Oh yeah, what's that guy? Right, we're not going to be able to afford that, so how about we bring it down and we bump up the sign-on fee. Does look alright though. I don't know what to do with this guy because he was our top scorer. It's not a huge amount of money. Gonna have to reject that at the moment. Because I don't want to get rid of him and not of anybody, but equally Oh, they accepted that. Let's see. 21-year-old. Who would be going in the side? Are we potentially getting rid of like Dema then? Where is he? Back position. Dema. He's pretty good. Although maybe slightly less so in the middle. Let's compare the two. And Dema. Yep. Let's compare. This guy looks good. Hertha. Yeah, that's cheap compared to some of the other offers being thrown around. Barinov in the middle of the park as well. Oh, this guy's gone there. Right, fair enough. What transfers are coming in? Future transfers. $60 million worth of transfers. Okay, so we've got. Oh, he's all right. Okay, these guys are going out. Kanga's going out. Duzet's going out. Kenny's going out. And we've got in. So that's a right back and a centre back. See, we've got defensive mid, centre back, defensive mid / centre back, and defensive mid. So we've got that defensive mid covered. I need someone who's actually like an attacking mid or a midfielder, proper midfielder, or even a forward. Could really do with another. Where are these? Yeah, could really do with another forward who's good at finishing, and let's see, it's like 15 in at the moment for that. Alright. Lewis Palmer, Celtic. In fact, you know what, let's go to the bottom first of all. See what bargains to be had. Ooh. I mean, this side's not so impressive, but this side's 18 finishing, determination, bravery, balance, acceleration, jump in. What's the 40k? That's got to be worth a punt, surely. Wait, let me go back. Scout this guy, that's in the short list. Scout player. Some of these players that they're bringing in the search here are like, yeah, not great. It must obviously be matching the criteria. Only had to finish it as the criteria enough, but not amazing. This guy's only scored like handfuls wherever he's been. Brandon Thomas, isn't it? Was this guy that was recommended to me before? I feel like I've seen this name before. 2 goals though. My shortlist, I must have looked at him before. George Hurst, Scottish. William Miller, Hull, Canadian. I'm gonna compare him with Niederlechner, because do you need somebody to come in at least in that role? Whoa, okay. This guy could be a shout. See how that goes. So you've joined me at the end of my first season playing Championship Manager 01, 02 with the 24-25 database on, and I finished 6th, just out of the promotion spots by a point or two, and now doing a bit of a rebuild part 2 for the 25-26 season now. Key areas I've been looking at are centre back, centre mid and a forward, although I think I also potentially need cover for left back as well. This forward's been sort of highlighted to me, so I think I'm going to offer this guy a contract, because Niederlechner, albeit very good player this season, I've got a feeling a couple of these guys will be on their way out shortly. Nikolic. Oh yeah, this is the really cheap guy. Squad rotation. Yeah, definitely taking him on. Worth a punt. 20k or something. Quite young. In fact, let's compare him with Niederlechner just out of interest. I think he'll be poorer, but not by a huge amount, to be honest. What's his strength? Reasonable. Decent goal record. Happily take a punt on that. Gustavo Puerta. It's a big purchase. So we've got a decent amount coming in already. Spending that 20 million. Pieringer is coming in. Oh, back. Oh yeah, this is the Heidenheim forward. Yeah. So we've got options up front now. The team is transforming from last season. I think I've only brought in maybe like 2 or 3 players over last season. I kind of wanted to see where the squad was before getting too involved in trying to kind of look into the squad and build on my own without kind of knowing what I've got myself to begin with, which sounds a bit stupid, but just kind of want to see where I was or where things were at. So I'm not sure how much longer I was kind of hoping to do a lot of this offline, although actually, I say off stream, sorry, but I've kind of gotten through a fair amount of this kind of post/pre-season already. Do we need a backup keeper? That's another thought. Generally satisfied, secure financially. Not for long, because we're about to spend loads of money. This is the boy who was... Aye. Oh yeah. It was cheap as chips and has some decent stats, so yeah, looking forward to testing out a few of these guys. Oh man, bots in the old chat. Rusty, if you're on the stream tonight, apologies. Yeah, I need to get that sorted out. Just called you Rusty there as well. That's one of my old friends, Russell. It's called Rusty. Apologies, that's not your name. Although it can be if you want it. Yeah, so I think at some stage shortly, this is going to update at the end of the season and give us the fixtures for next season. So yeah, hopefully get an idea soon of what's coming up for next season. It's a lot of the end of season awards here. Neuer, I don't think we're going to be finding ourselves in this somehow. Word on next season's fixtures quite yet. Right, I'm going to have a wee look at potentially some backup keepers, because he's not great. Right, filters. Got to goalkeeper and interested. Right, I need to filter this out by. Oh, okay, you have to buy someone like a comparison. Shit. Right, well, let's go with agility up top first of all. Angus Gunn, Scottish keeper. Shortlist this guy and scout him too. When it goes into a long time of updating, like days on end, it's usually the sign that the season's about to kind of restart, from memory at least. What's that, middle of June now? Can't be far off. While I remember, good time to save our game, because that would be a real pain to have to go through my transfer business all over again. There we go, Leicester's back in. Let's see what's coming up here. Oh yeah, there's some guys coming back. Yeah, it looks alright. Bradley Ibrahim, okay. Tim Hoffman. Looks alright. Promote to the A team, I think. Still out with my financial restraints, I think, to buy him. I'm gonna keep hold of this guy. Hot prospect, and if he really wants to go, I'll let him go. But yeah, he's got 17 and he's looking decent. So there's probably plenty of improvement to be done on his stats. Certainly in that kind of middle section, anyway. Oh, here we go. Updating game data. So this will be us moving into the next season, I think. So yeah, probably going to wrap it up shortly. Probably not going to kick off the season. Might do a friendly. Probably don't want to kick off next season just now. I'll try and save that for the next stream. So we're kicking off straight into the next season. But yeah, let's see where the data update gets to, and then yeah, see what our fixtures are, and if we've got any friendlies scheduled in, or if we need to do that. I think we might need to put in some friendlies actually. Can't remember how many leagues I put into this save in terms of the number that were active, so it might take a wee while to update. If there's quite a few, I've got a feeling maybe putting a few, because the game itself was actually reasonably light to run for my laptop, which isn't the most powerful. So yeah, it might take a little while, this bit. Things haven't moved for a little while, so let's hope it's not crashed or anything like that, because that'd be annoying. We'll have just saved it, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I used to remember one of them, you could click the sort of progress bar and it would allow you to kind of come out and continue your game while it updated in the background, but looks as though this is going to do this for a little while now. Hopefully we'll give it a few more minutes, and if no improvement, I will come off of the stream and yeah, try and sort this out offline and bring it back at the start of the season, thereabouts. Might move a little bit there. I feel like it did. Could be wrong. So yeah, I think gotten a few centre halves in, Got a couple of defensive midfielders in. Not managed to get that kind of centre mid role yet. I've got a couple of options up front signed. So yeah, we'll see how we go for the remainder of the pre-season. But yeah, this looks as though it's slowed potentially to a halt here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap up this stream tonight, and we'll hopefully sort this out behind the scenes, so to speak, and then next stream continue the new season and sort of continue the recruitment as well before then. So what I'll do just now, I'm going to flick back and say thanks for joining me tonight. No promotion unfortunately, but better luck next time, I guess. So yeah, hopefully stream again at some stage this week, and hopefully if everything goes well, this game will sort itself out and load up next season pretty swiftly, and we can continue things. But thanks for joining me tonight. Hope you have a great start to your week wherever you are, and we'll catch you again very soon. Good night.